Okay, the integer to the left of the decimal point is 5. So because the remainder is the highest, which is 0.92, it's 5 plus 1. Because you're rounding up from 0.92. Therefore, now I'm going to need someone to do this officially. Column I after Sanders is going to be 6.
What's going on, Sophion?
Because he has the highest. We have a unique situation where there's
well, we have uncommitted.
Exactly.
So because they can't after this allocation, this is the first round. For the second round, we're going to try and wrangle the two uncommitted people and see who we can persuade them to support. So Bernie gets 6. Right? You agree? He's agreeing.
I'm disagreeing. The rule reads that the remaining uncommitted delegates, so for Bernie, because he has a higher remains, as the rule reads flat. That's why I'm asking if we can go. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to figure out, because it says the remaining uncommitted delegates go to the candidate with the highest remaining with the highest decimal. If it could go to Bernie or 1 to 1. That's why we need to check with these representatives.
I think he's right. I'll read it again. I think on the strict interpretation, I'll repeat it again, because it's underlying in this rule. Y'all can hear me, right? If there are unallocated delegates remaining, these delegates will be allocated to the preferences having the highest remainder, the number after the decimal point. Okay, so here's the deal. Uncommitted gets 0 because their remainder is 0.48. That's the lowest. They get 0.
But
right?
the uncommitted. Okay, so when we go here, unallocated delegates remaining. These delegates will be allocated.
What's going on, Chris?
Yeah.
Sure, let's get some people to see what we're doing here.
If we want to be thorough, we can work with 0. I mean, so.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
But the two, do they go 1 and 1 to Hillary, or it says the preferences having the highest remainder? So
for Bernie Sanders, it's 5.92 here, right?
Exactly, and he has a 9 versus a 6. So is it 2 to him or 1 to each?
What happens is we start with 5, we round the 0.92 up to 1, so that's 6. For Hillary Clinton,
well, it's not saying to round it. It says the remaining delegates. So we take the full number, 5 and 1, so it's 1 and 5.
Well, there are no remaining delegates. It's 0.
We no. The remaining delegates, we have 6 total counted. We have the 5 and the 1. The remaining 2, do they go to Bernie or 1 to 1? Because that's what I think we need to check.
Good question. And let me just read it again. If there are unallocated delegates remaining, these delegates will be allocated to the preferences having the highest remainder. So we start with preferences. Yeah. So for Bernie it's 6, for Hillary it's 2. What we're doing is it's 1.60, so it's 1 plus 0.6 rounded up to the nearest 1.
I agree. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, so remaining delegates is 0. So, I mean,
we're fine.
That
estimated different. Right. Preference or preferences?
Preferences.
It's 11.
My mouth is going back here. Okay, so now I'm going to put the sheet down on the table. For now, we're done. We'll probably come back to this for the next round. All right? Okay, guess what, guys? Step 7. This is where we really get to know each other. Opportunity to change presidential preference. I'd like to ask anyone if anyone would like to say a few words on behalf of these candidates. Let's start. Who would object to 1 for Hillary and 1 for Bernie? You want to do that? Is there anyone here that wants to speak on behalf of Bernie Sanders? Well, we could go each of, I don't know, I mean, we got 35 people here. I mean, that's going to be, if it's 1 minute per person, that's 35 minutes. So, raise your hand if you really want to speak for Bernie. Anyone else? Anyone else? Sure, I'll give you the,
2 minutes?
Equal time is what counts, right? If you want, we're agreeing it's going to be 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And 2 minutes for, this is frozen. Come on. Oh, here we go. Ready, set, go! For Bernie Sanders.
I'm here to represent Bernie Sanders because for the first 6 months of this campaign, I didn't believe in Bernie Sanders. And I was one of those people who argued that pragmatically he was pretty clearly general election vote. Former students of mine would speak with enthusiasm about Bernie Sanders, and I was saying, yes, I agree with his ideas. I just
minute. 1 minute. I get 1 minute left. Does anyone want to take up that 1 minute? Go ahead.
As an individual, Bernie Sanders has represented his whole career honesty, integrity, and overall benefit towards his people. We're talking about in general his representatives that he hears, his individuals he represents in Congress, for his state, and then now the United States Senate. As we go forward in this day and age with wealth inequality so ridiculous, since even before the Great Depression, we need solidarity and the ability to support a candidate that will not just bring forward his own individual politics, but that of what's needed by the people, not just the 1%, not just the corporations. We need a stronger America, not a stronger corporate 1%.
All right, thank you. Okay, at risk of my objectivity, I would like to dedicate 1 minute to Hillary Clinton, if I may, for myself. I'm raising my hand. Does anyone else want to raise their hand for Hillary Clinton? All right, so let's have you go for a minute, and I'll go for a minute. You ready?
Yep. So I've been a supporter of Hillary Clinton for a very long time. I believe in Senator Clinton because Secretary Clinton, because she has a great wealth of experience. She's always been with the people. People trying to make it seem like she has not been. But the fact of the matter is, if you look at her record, you look at what she's done from the time she was young and growing up poor to the time she decided to help people when she graduated from law school. Even though she has been portrayed a certain way, I believe that if you look at her record, it's very obvious that she can work within the country and outside of the country. She was in the Senate for 6 years, and she was able to accomplish, by working across the aisle, the same amount that Bernie Sanders was able to accomplish in 25 years of being in the House and the Senate. And I believe that working with people is the only way that you're going to get something done. That is a fact. Congress is not making it on their own. The president is not making it on their own. If you cannot work with people to get it done, it's not going to get done. So Hillary Clinton is the person that can get it done.
All right. Good job. I'm going to time myself. All right. Hi, I'm Julian Wheeler. I'm a resident of this precinct. I recently moved off base from Joint Base Lewis McChord, recently honorably discharged from the Army. I served in Afghanistan. I was medevaced recently. And I want to say I support Hillary because she supports veterans. And you have to understand, we're not just running for an office. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry about that. I'm going to use 20 seconds, all right? Let me know when it gets to 20, all right? So she supports veterans. She supports, Social Security. She's the strongest candidate we have for Social Security. She supports Obamacare. I mean, I understand that people want to tear it down and start over. We don't have that luxury. Look, it was hard enough to get Obamacare to pass to begin with. And she stands for us not just in the corporate boardroom or in the Senate. She also stands for our values, equal rights, supporting LGBT minorities all over this world. She did it as Secretary of State. And, I want a person with experience. But not only that, it's not just the office. It's the candidacy. She will help us elect Democrats to take back the U.S. Senate and House Representatives. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You got a new phone?
It's up to you guys.
Well, that's a good question. Who here wants to do 30-second rebuttal? Both? Is there anyone here who wants to do, I'm changing the question, to do a minute for uncommitted? All right. Go right ahead.
I'm sorry I can't speak very loud.
All right. Lean in.
What needs to happen for me to stop being uncommitted is I need to know that we have somebody that can, Donald Trump or whoever the Republicans come at us with. I'm supportive of Hillary in 2008 and eventually voted for the caucus for it. But I'm really torn between these two candidates. I like both of them. I would like to think that either one of them.
No, right now it's 23 voters for Bernie, 7 for Hillary, and 2 undecided. He's one of the 2 undecided.
You just asked a good question. How about we do?
I'm gonna let you guys go. My phone's about to die, so I hope everybody's out there to vote wherever they're from. Later.
I didn't know